Hello, happy homesteaders. It is a Saturday morning, and I am going to be turning all of these tomatoes. The frost has killed all my tomato plants, so I put a bunch of these. I had one plant, and it was so prolific. This is what is left. I have given bags of these tomatoes away. These were the Borghese Principe. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but you know what? They're delicious. They're absolutely delicious, raw and cooked. So this is my first batch of homemade sauce. So I'm going to be blanching these so that I can get the skins off of them and then seeding them and making some tomato sauce to get us through the winter. All right, so the hot water did its job. These will just pop out like so. But I also need to seed them. And I know most people would probably not seed tomatoes so small, but I'm going to because I don't want a bunch of seeds in my tomato sauce. Now, as I am skinning these, you can see I've got a cutting board that has, it's indented. So all this delicious juice that is coming out of these tomatoes right now, it's going straight in the pot, so I'm not losing anything. And I'm probably going to do something with these tomato skins, but I haven't figured out what yet. So do you ever catch yourself doing something stupid? So I was going to try and seed these tiny tomatoes. And I'm like, duh, just cook the sauce and strain it. And then if you want chunky sauce, then just, where's my knife? I put my knife somewhere. If you want chunky sauce, just add it, you know. It's not like I don't have enough tomatoes. I have enough of these frozen to last, I don't know, till eternity. No, just till next season. So you guys, these seeds on these are heirloom type, Roma type tomatoes. They can get as big as 4 inches or as small as, you know, a tiny little grape tomato. But they are sweet. Oh my gosh, I am making such a mess. They are so sweet and they are so prolific. I planted mine in the bed with compost. You guys saw, you can check out the older videos. And like I said, giving away bags of these tomatoes. And it's only 2 of us in the house. 2 of us in the house, and I give them to my daughter when she comes to visit or we meet up with her. Her roommates eat them. That just shows you what one of these plants can do. And you guys have already seen how big they are. So I'm going to finish getting these all done. And then I am going to cook this sauce down. All right, guys, there you have it. If I had to guess, that is a good 10 to 15 pounds. And I'll just say 10 pounds of tomatoes. And it'll be interesting to see what it boils down to. But I'm going to set this on, let's see, a low simmer. And I'm going to slow cook these guys. And I'm not going to even season them until I get them cooked down a little bit, reduced a bit. And I'll see about if I even want to be bothered with straining. I know people are big on straining their sauce. And of course, when you buy it from the grocery store, it is not strained. I mean, it is strained, you know, it's close to perfect. But I mean, this is homesteading. I mean, and a lot of it is not just perfection. It's just food and cooking food that is good and nutritious. And but I don't want to shirk on the aesthetics of my food either. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be straining these seeds out while it's nice and watery. So I'm gonna let this cook for a bit and start doing some straining. All right, as you can see, it is cooking down. See, the tomatoes are starting to disintegrate into liquid. Still has some nice chunks going on in here. All right, I'll just keep cooking it on slow simmer a little bit longer. So what we have now is the equivalent of tomato soup. This would be great with some grilled cheese. So, all right, I'm gonna get to straining out these seeds. All right, so what we have here is, I can stop here. This is tomato soup. And it probably needs some salt, but just on its own, it's delicious. It's sweet and sort of tangy. And so I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of these into these jars over here. Now, I don't have a canner. And I guess I could do it the whole, boil it and that sort of thing. But since we just moved into the homestead, I just don't have all the equipment I need. I'd like a dehydrator and a canner, but you know what? All in good time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the soup into these jars, and then I am just going to freeze them. They'll still keep, and we'll have hot tomato soup all winter long. Gotta leave a little room for expansion. So when you're freezing in jars, you want to do the initial freeze with the lid barely tightened for air and expansion. And then once they're frozen, you just go ahead and tighten these on up. Now that's the stuff.